Okay, now that I've saved, it might be time to go straight to the custodian office and garage and see what I can do. No! I'm gonna load that save. I'm gonna load that save. Immediately accidentally hit Q for the first time in my playthrough. Absurd moment. Oh yeah, let's get this thing analyzed real quick. Then I'll go check out the garage. It's kind of surprising that he never killed the guy in this hallway, but I think I might have moved the guy in this hallway to the only spot in the hallway where he's not in the way. Thankfully, he takes a while to walk around. It is funny to play this whole game with the light switch zombies to avoid them for so long. It's like, you could just kill them. It's like a patience test. How many times are you going to do this little mini game with the light switch zombie before you finally just kill them for being in your way? Lights out. Minimum steps 2, so click that one. Wrong. Whoops. Oh, yeah, that one good. Yeah, there we go. It was right. I just did it slightly wrong at first. I can now craft med injectors and that ammo. Neat. New recipes. So I can make a med injector out of... Yeah. So a green plus 60 blood or... No. Yeah, 1 green plus 60 or 2 green plus 30. A bit of a money save. But you can make a mixed herb GGG, but you can never make a med injector out of just herbs. They both do full health though, so it's like, is it just that a med injector is faster? And also might automatically get used to save you in some cases, I think. 80 blood plus special rare metal makes 2 bullets, so that's more than we usually find. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, and I can open this now. Hope I don't face any consequences. Bunch of files. Scrap. Scrap became so common. I was so nervous. I was like, oh god, each of these items is the equivalent of an entire knife. I've only found like 3 of those. Transfusion bag, is my inventory doing good? Oh yeah, right, I have 3 more slots still. Oh, even more. A reversible blood specimen. Allows you to craft steroids and stabilizers? Oh. Wait, the permanent upgrades? How rare is the component for that, I wonder? That's wild. Victor's journal entry, November 30th, 2004. My master's research has come to fruition. And that child, she must be the final piece of the puzzle. I need to get my hands on that child's data. I'm sure this will bring me closer to his vision. December 8th, 2004. The organization was able to get me the child's medical records. It was lacking in certain areas, but did have her genetic information. I can use this. This feels like Victor's going for adrenochrome. An empty injector. Oh, I need an empty injector for each one. That's what caps you. You can make steroids or stabilizers, but you need to keep getting more injectors. That wheel off the ground? No. What does it actually cost, though? Right, I don't know yet. I gotta get the recipe in this room. Nope. Can I turn this around? Yeah, I can. Do. Minimum steps 4. Hmm. Hard to think that far ahead. So let's just see. It does say minimum steps. Does that mean you can just keep going if you want to? Yeah. That's just like the IQ test optimum solution is doing it that many steps. They definitely got more complicated. I don't necessarily always have the patience to sit there and stare at it until I can fully do it in advance before I click anything. Ah, okay. So steroids and stabilizers just cost a bunch of blood. And one of those things. So it's mainly every time I find one of those I get to upgrade something. That's good. Interesting. The risk reward part of my brain is tempted to just do another stabilizer upgrade. How am I doing on blood? 0. Got 0 blood. I'm thriving. I do have one of those things though that it can give me more blood. I have hard blood. For people that are familiar with the way that I use the term soft souls and hard souls in other contexts. Can't go there yet. The organless corpse. Don't really have a reason to wait for that guy. I can just go this way. Especially since the enemy in this room's dead anyway. Until they add a new one or something. I'm really worried about her cardio, honestly, if she's like, kind of gasping like this the whole time. I walk this fast sometimes. I guess it's what it's like to be 6 feet tall. 5'11" versus 6 feet, am I right? I do. Don't need you on me. Got plenty of these, so I don't need to hold on to that necessarily right now. Yeah, we can just get all that out of my inventory real quick. And now we can go check out custodian's office and whatnot. Alright, this is the hallway. They added a new zombie, didn't they? That is really annoying after spending resources to get rid of the previous patrolling zombie. That just added a new one. Let's see, I do want to go left. Past the parlor. I already spent the new coins, right? Because I got a bunch of new coins. I think I already spent those. If this guy just replaces the patrol route of the previous guy I got rid of, that's just really annoying, because I got rid of him specifically because his patrol route was so annoying. Oh, he goes in there. Oh, because he's from in there, right? Right, he is that guy. Okay, well, at least he goes in there. Which is actually unhelpful from other perspectives. Well, shit, he's directly in my way. Short of throwing a bottle, I'm not really gonna get past him, and he's just gonna be in my way anyway. There's more blood in there, apparently. I thought I got it all. I think I just gotta kill this guy, because he's, like, pretty directly in my way. Question is whether it's better to use the bullets or not. This is really clean. I can't help it. So smooth and easy for the free kill. I have a problem with underusing... What? Wait. Is that the last level 1 door in the game? Was that all of them already? I guess so. That's surprising. They got rid of it. I mean, it's nice I don't have to carry it around anymore. Definitely thought that I would just have a wrist bracelet that just upgraded over time, so it was weird that it was in my inventory in the first place. Wild. I am surprised that that's the last one. Very polite of them to scrap it. In previous games, they didn't auto-scrap, but they like became scrappable. You had various key items that you could then get rid of at that point. Should I go that way or up? So this connects to the garage. Left is custodian's office, but there's also an upstairs, which will lead up into all these areas from before. Yeah, this we just opened up this whole half of the building like crazy. Construction notice. Due to aging infrastructure, construction on the garage will be carried out during the following dates. October 21st to 28th. Do not enter work area unless authorized. It's probably dangerous in there. I can still open all the cherub doors. It's interesting that there's so many cherub doors throughout the layout, but they never ask me to actually have the cherub key. Because they did have... I wonder if that was a playtesting thing? Like if they at one point meant to have the cherub key be a thing, but then they gave me the key immediately. And then they also never asked me to have it again. But I've been using these other keys multiple times. More ink ribbon. Oh, there is a convenience spot over here. A tool for turning hexagonal shaped nuts and bolts. It stinks of oil. So I can potentially open that one thing. Oh, and this one actually has a stash, which I don't think the other one did. Okay. Gotta be very careful to highlight, then press tab. That's the trick. I keep pressing tab because tab is often a button that leaves the menu. A lockpick. Nice. Hold on to that one, maybe. Yeah, not in a hurry to use this. Hey, we are getting safe room music. Oh. Cherub door was there, right? And this is a cherub door, and I think maybe the other room with a typewriter was also a cherub door. So the cherub doors are safe rooms. This door opens. I didn't expect that, honestly. I kind of thought it wasn't going to open. I guess I'll check this out for now. Definitely got immediately tempted to go use that wrench. Should I be holding on to that or should I be stashing it? Let's put them away. I'm about to go into an area with multiple things to do in it. There's a chance I might need the wrench or the lockpick, but we don't necessarily know that yet. And I might find a bunch of items. And could use that space. Not a long walk either, unless they lock me in here, or like the floor collapses, since they said there was construction problems. I bet there's like really cool looking valuable stuff behind one of these gates. And it's the one that I can't immediately get through. But there might be a suggestion of being able to go around behind some of this stuff. Yeah, it'd be too easy if I could just climb over boxes, I guess. I run around with my flashlight not out more than I would expect. And it's because the game has made it part of the stealth mechanics. And I'm trying not to get caught. Well, that looks awfully important. Artificial organs for transplant. Oh, yeah. That was supposed to make it out. So you probably put that in the chest cavity of that one body, right? More Red Eagle ammo. Not to be confused with the Desert Eagle, which is significantly higher caliber. I think. It's like the meme gun, basically. A cooled box for transporting organs. Heavy with ready-to-go samples. Turn it upside down. Ooh. Little game. Little game. Auto. And. I ain't doing shit with this. Is the current takeaway. Clearly gonna need some more context for that one. I don't see any opportunities to open any of these doors. Map is pretty blank too. Interesting. It might be mostly here for flavor. Just a chance to get this one item. Might get attacked on the way out though. Now that's always the threat in horror games, is they make you walk through a dead-end area and now you're familiar with the level geometry and stuff. But then they can immediately test you by having something bad happen. What do I do to that? I don't think I can shoot him. Can I? Oh, it's still coming. Oh. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. If I didn't shoot him, I might have been in more trouble, yeah. Is that a path I can take? Crawl? Straight through, just crawl straight through the debris of the wood. Why do I feel like this thing's gonna fucking turn on while I'm on it? This is so chaotic because the game's full of these fucking... And oh, there we go. I thought I'd be able to get in there.
Fuck.
This car got fucked up. It's so chaotic that this place is like... It's full of these like not zombies that can still operate tools and do like Dead Rising psychopath type stuff at me. We're still kind of embracing that like the sort of grindhousey campiness of 7. But with a similar level of horror. 8 kind of wasn't my favorite. They Resident Evil 4'd it a lot, which doesn't seem to work when that much when it's not Resident Evil 4. I like the crazy werewolf monsters, but most of the game didn't care about safe houses, and it was just you wandering around. There's like a little bit of the Lady Unalesque. No, that's I always say Unalesca because of Final Fantasy X. The Lady Dimitrescu house, her castle had a little bit of the Resident Evil vibe, but increasingly it was just like play these linear-ish action levels, and I'm like, and then some of the campy grindhousey stuff got so over the top so quickly that it was also like kind of like not as there wasn't like a groundedness to make the absurdity feel absurd anymore. Kind of digging that this feels more like 7 again. I liked 7 a lot. Got the organ transplant box. I think we just have to hold on to that for a while, because I know where to put the organ, I think. And I think that gives me one of the higher level... It's silly, because why can't I just take the shackle off? But I think if I put the organ in that body, then I then get one of the higher level key card. One of the higher level... Let's... That didn't try to be much of a thing. Let's just go back and grab the lockpick. And the wrench. There we go. It appears that I get one of the higher level wristbands from that body. And for some reason I can't do it till I put his organs back in or something, which... What? But okay. Cold storage is way the fuck over there. Do the kitchen and dining room and everything. I'm definitely tempted to go do that right now. Even though I have this whole area to explore, just because I'm excited that I got a wrench. That's me, excited I got a wrench. Forgot about him. You know what, I'll do it. Uh-oh, I just aggroed him, didn't I? Rare metal again. Hopefully he goes for that and doesn't just bite me. Don't look at me. Okay, good. Yeah, I wanted to send him down this hallway already so he goes away. This is her. She's harder to navigate around. There might be stuff in that bathroom worth getting. I don't know. There's a tub. Man, it's hard to say. The main thing is that it's just really hard to get around her. She's in a really tight location where it'd be really hard not to get caught by her. So I think I have to go for the kill if I want to get rid of her. But maybe you can just hide in here. So far there's just 2 toilets. Okay, I might be able to do this. She goes back and forth. That's not blood I can take? She didn't see me, did she? Ooh. 100 blood. 100 blood. I think the mechanic here is that if you flush a toilet, she'll go to that bathroom. I don't know if you can lock her in the bathroom, really. Alright, so I got some blood. That was probably worth a trip. And I got it without using any resources so far. There's an interesting risk reward in this stuff in that there's resources you use on purpose and resources that you're forced to use. Like if you get cornered, you have to shoot the enemy. And if you don't react properly while you're cornered, or if you fuck up in other ways, you have to heal. So you're forced to use healing and ammo. There she goes. There's a shadow, which is very helpful. There we go. There's a guy in this hallway, so I don't want to attract him by keeping the light on. They don't seem very smart, so it seems like you can flash your flashlight. And it doesn't aggro until they get a more confirmation. But yeah, there's all these resources in this game you can choose to use, like the injectors. And those are proactive resource use. But you're doing this risk reward thing of like, do I spend that resource or do I try to like get around having to use that resource? And it's guesswork and skill and luck and circumstance, and that all that uncertainty adds up to you making a risky decision, which is exciting to engage with. It's like fun to think about. And then once you make the decision, it either pays off or it doesn't. And if you fail, you spend resources to having to recover from your fuck up. And if you double fuck up, then you spend resources and fail, and then spend resources recovering from your fuck up. It's such an interesting dynamic from a game design perspective. Somewhat reduced by the fact by anyone knowing and thinking too much about, oh, that's the wrench. I spent my wrench. That's how wrenches work. The impact is somewhat reduced if you think too much about how we also tend to know that Resident Evil engages in artificial difficulty adjustments, and that if you just play the game recklessly and stupidly, the game will just at least the previous ones, I don't know if this one does it, they tend to compensate for your behavior. It's like I talk about all these interesting systems, and then my friend Bert will be like, no, I just know that they do the stupid give you ammo when you need ammo thing, so I just shoot everything to death all the time and don't think. And it's like, well, that's a bummer. But that's the bed that the developers have made for themselves by giving you access to all these crunchy mechanics that are interesting and thought-provoking, but then also being like, but no child's left behind, and having it be that every single gamer gets to have a good experience, even if they're ignoring all this and not engaging with it and thinking about it. There's a balancing act that everyone's kind of thinking about. Artificial heart. An artificial organ functions as a heart when implanted in a body. That's one thing I can put in that guy's bod. I guess he has multiple missing body organs. Wow. Multiple missing organs. That's more of this place filled in. Nice. I don't really care if this guy notices me, because I'm running. I'm heading back. But it doesn't sound like he did. Yeah, it is weird, like, I have all these interesting conversations about these mechanics and I have so much to say about them, but I also sometimes recognize that I'm sort of LARPing the idea that the game is super crunchy and interesting, because it doesn't necessarily actually demand that of you in that way. I actually want to go Back towards the custodian's office. I can go through the kitchen for that. I definitely do wish they were as demanding as they imply they are sometimes. But that's how you get pathologic, and the entire legend of pathologic is how those games basically torture you for even playing them, which is an exaggeration. Those games are actually really mechanically... If you think about this stuff the way that I do, and the way I'm talking about this stuff appeals to you, then in a lot of cases you should play the pathologic games, because those games actually, in many cases, go further and actually commit to that kind of idea, and do actually just like punish you for not engaging properly and not committing. Artificial heart. We're not anywhere near that guy, so I don't think I need to have that on me right now. But oh my god, what a haul. Okay. Big haul. But on some level, perhaps their formula also benefits me because I get to LARP at caring about all these interesting mechanics and playing like kind of a overthinking coward that's like hoarding and thinking of all these things. But because they're forgiving, I also don't get punished for my own playstyle as much as I maybe could have been in other ways. Playing an ink ribbon mode, but not getting actively murdered. Like, that was a weird jump scare scenario with a whole thing that I wasn't prepared for, and it could have been like a instant fail scenario if you did it wrong. And maybe it was, or maybe it wasn't. Did I have to shoot him? Maybe. I definitely see a scenario like that where I'm like, oh god, I'm trapped in this area, and if I get killed here, then I do lose the last half an hour of my gameplay because of the ink ribbon system. The question is the ink ribbon system interesting because it's actually crunchy and punishing? Or is the ink ribbon system interesting because it makes you worried that you'll get punished all the time and makes you nervous on that level? Is it more of a mechanical thing to have in the game, or an emotional thing to have in the game? Because emotions are just as important as game mechanics half the time, especially in horror and survival and so on. We got into a lot of this stuff a little bit when we were talking about various incentives and what the player will do in many cases in Silksong and its death punishment systems and exploration and so on. But that's a conversation for another day. I need to drink. The bar and lounge safe code. You really saved my butt the other day. As thanks, you can take whatever you want from the safe. 10-830. Well, we know where that is. We also know it's full of enemies and hard to get to the safe without fighting through them, so it might be time. Unless I think I can make them fuck off. Is that a second lockpick? I think I spent the other one already. We're actually finding them now. They did a good job at making me hungry for lockpicks. They kept fucking taunting me with how many spots there were to use to open something. Oh no, I don't have a knife. I have to shoot it with a gun, which in a stealth game is kind of an issue, actually. Background check. Subject, Grace Ashcroft. Period of observation, September 9th through 16th. For a second I thought they were saying, like, it's September 16th. But September 16th? So I was like, what? Because September is 9. Period of observation, September 9th through 16th, 2026. Detective M.D. Birdie, RGT Detective Agency. Summary of investigation. Employed by the FBI at the Midwest Field Office. Lives alone, close to her office. Goes home late, often after midnight. Spends her free time at home. No confirmed contact with others. Oh my god. Findings. It's difficult to get close as the target rarely leaves the FBI Midwest Field Office area. If you want to make contact without raising a suspicion, it would be best to do so when she's away from home. A more detailed report and several photographs will be sent at a later date. So somebody was obsessing over me. Creepy. Really wish you could just melee those, but yeah, I guess you gotta have a knife. I haven't found a knife for a while. I guess because they made it so I can make them. And now that they're makeshift, they no longer want to just give me one. Uh-oh. That counted as loud anyway. Alright, well, real quick. There we go. Filthy animal. Okay. No, thank you. I wish they fell downstairs more. It's kind of obnoxious that they're actually good at stairs. It's like, I know they're not zombies, but they seem out of control enough that they should be worse at this. Haha, you're dead to me. Unfortunately for me, I think I have in fact spent all of my knives making scrap to kill that guy. I'm at 100. Oh yeah, I don't want to save up to get the, instead of making another injector, I want to save up for the upgrade. I think you can just reset their AI by wandering into a safe room. So if it's close enough, you can just wander over real quick and make up for the fact that you just aggroed everybody. Yeah, breaking the box was loud enough that it defeated the purpose of not shooting that thing. Another Roman. I have an injector if I want it. I've also got a lot of ammo right now. Wasn't there 2 of them? Empty bottle. There you are. There's one in this room and in the other room. Like a film canister thing? Yeah, records. Breakable box, but that'll aggro. Where is he right now? He's right there. Disposal team report. Assignment. Evidence erasure. Record report date October 20th, 2018. 6:42 a.m. A retrieval mission was conducted shortly after 1:30 a.m. at the Wrenwood Hotel. So this is our mom, isn't it? We were dispatched soon after to dispose of any evidence. All witnesses at the hotel had already been taken care of. The body of the assassin that was sent was also destroyed. We had a stroke of luck with that fire. As they say, the best place to hide a leaf is in a forest. This incident will likely be ruled as an act of arson and homicide by some nutcase. Any evidence leaking us to the scene is gone. So we're the only people, we're the only person that really knew firsthand what was happening here and what the threat was. Any outside person would have assumed it was something else entirely, which is rough. It's interesting knowing that like they couldn't get close to us to stalk us enough because we were such a recluse. Like that speaks to some of her social struggles with people. Is that she definitely seemed to be coded as some flavor of neurodivergent in the flashback with her own interactions with mom and her fixations and her refusal to answer the phone and other stuff like that. But she clearly is very socially awkward at this point and doesn't really make eye contact with people and other stuff. But now we're learning she literally just works the FBI offices all day and all night, and then goes home, and then she stays home, and she has seemingly no friends or people in her life, which is sad. And it's likely because, not because of the neurodivergence necessarily, but I think it's because she's so fixated on this case. She's so fixated, it seems like she joined the FBI because of what happened to her mom, and then she's been fixating on this and obsessing over anything she can learn about this for years and years now, to the point where it's just consuming her. It's rough. I guess she loved her mom. They must have had a real good relationship. What is that? Go away. Do I have a bottle on me? I do. But I might aggro both of them at once. Uh-oh. Are they both coming? That's not helpful. Okay, I need to equip my gun again. Alright, so that was a bad idea. Because it aggroed the outside guy too. Ah, bullet didn't even work either. No, am I gonna die? God damn it, that went catastrophically wrong. Fuck. A zombie corpse that sits around too long will mutate into a blister head. Faced with these strong foes, escape may be your best option. If you decide to stick around, the powerful Requiem may be your best friend. That's a lot of exposed mechanics all of a sudden, isn't it? Fuck, I'm gonna be so far back, aren't I? Yeah, all the way back to the beginning of this episode. I just lost almost 40 minutes, but given that I won't be chatting this time around, it'll be a lot faster, because I guess I'll just do it off camera and retrace my steps real quick as best I can. That's rough for a Let's Play, to lose that much progress, because you're trying to space out your saves. Damn it. Alright, well if I have slightly different inventory items, it's probably because I just got different RNG drops this time. I'll see you guys in, hopefully for me, only like 20 minutes. I'm hoping. It is hot in this room. Oh my god, I forgot how hot my computer gets when I play modern video games. I get such long breaks. Oakum dokum, I hath saved, having retraced all of my steps, and done all of the things again. At least all the excursions relevant, I believe, I think. And I'm in approximately the same state that I died in, except I need to get back to where I died and try again. No, thank you. It's not always clear if they're following me yet or not, but I'm gonna go pretty far, so I don't think I need to worry about him following me. That's a risky choice. That's a risky behavior, making those kinds of assumptions, because they very well might follow you. And then you'll be in a situation where right behind you is immense danger. Yeah. Yeah, given how quickly that went bad, I imagine this is not the last time that I'm going to abruptly die and then have to replay for a while. I kind of would prefer to have... I'm not totally sure if I want the ribbons or not. The question is that they're like, they called it difficulties, and they mentioned that the ribbons are there, but they also said that it's balanced more for the classic style or whatever, and I don't know what that means. So like, I don't know if they just mean the ribbons and that's basically it, or if the whole game is rebalanced to be the classic style, whatever that means. In general, this game's like really interesting because it's like so... It's such an identity crisis of a video game. Just such a mix of elements from... Interesting. I just looked at my codex and that was already there because I was checking for it. But it was there even though I hadn't gotten it again. So when you die, you don't lose documents, but you do lose progress in the world or whatever. Interesting. That's interesting that these documents stay in your inventory, seemingly. Oh yeah, the collectible's gone too. I don't have to shoot it again. Which I think technically means I was refunded the bullet for it, if you think about it. So I'm safe to poke around until I break that, if I want to break it. Could try to send them that way with the bottle I just found. I want to go that way next. Because I haven't been that way yet. The two of them come out, right? Yep. Are they both gonna go after it, or does only one of them go after it? They both went after the last thing. Okay. So we'll very quickly gather everything I can here. Make a zombie attack another zombie with in the hospital wards. Oh, achievement unlocked. Oh, a knife. I have a knife again. Empty injector. Okay, that was worth it. I thought it was an empty injector based on its shape. It seemed familiar. Regathering the documents, even though they might not even need to be regathered. Then the question of, is it worth it to break this thing? I do kind of have a get every single possible piece of loot approach at great personal cost. So are they going to go to the noise source and no, not towards me? Guy's nuts. Did he kill the other one? Is that what this... He did. He killed the other one. Can I, like, suck stuff out of him? No. That's interesting. I wonder if I... So, that's something to consider. I just learned something. You can throw a bottle, and at least if one of them's violent enough like that, they might hit each other. So I could potentially throw a bottle at a zombie, and maybe the other zombie would go kill him. Or something. It might be dependent on the individual personalities of the zombies and how aggro they are. Oh, and this is the door from the other side chance, isn't it? To the bar and lounge. I've been here already, actually. But it's open now, so that's nice. There's some blood and stuff. Alright. Good job, me. We, retraced my steps. And we got a much cleaner path through that. So yeah, the bottle was really the way to go. Damn, I even got a kill out of it. Alright, see you next time.